Hello, I'm Krista Mehr.
Hi guys, Lynn Brueckman.
And this is
Wine About the Market,
where we drink wine.
And we talk about real estate.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Krista. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm doing well too, thanks. We have something very specific we want to talk about tonight.
So the topic is going to be, are you priced to sell or are you priced to
sit? Because the market is, we're feeling it. Everyone's feeling it. We've got lots of listings, and for the first time in a long time, they're not selling right away. And how the conversations with our clients have needed to change.
Yeah.
When we have meetings right before we list, and price always comes up, and I don't know, what are you sharing with clients? What are you being? I think it's really a good time to be brutally honest.
Yeah, my approach is always to be brutally honest, and I know that there are a lot of brokers out there who will buy a listing. And what that means is that brokers, to get a listing, they will tell somebody that their house is worth more than what the market will bear, just so they can stick their sign in the yard. But
right, because logic tells you, don't you want to go with the person who can sell your house for the most money? Sounds logical. Sounds not logical. If your house is going to sit for 90 days and end up not selling.
Exactly.
I mean, I'd rather hire an agent that's going to be very honest about what market conditions are telling me, and be the expert for me.
Yeah, especially if you have to sell, right? So say you bought a new construction home and you have $25,000 or $50,000 of earnest money that's not refundable, and you have to sell in order to buy, and you assumed your house was going to be worth $900, and now the market took a shift, in those 6 months that your new construction house was being built. You're going to have to get with an agent like Lynn or I or other brokers who are going to be really truthful about what your home is worth. We have a couple of examples we wanted to touch on. One is a home that was recently sold, and it started when the market started to correct, and it was probably listed in June.
Late May, early June.
Yeah, and it was up on Daphne. It was listed close to 1.3. And it sat, and they rode the market down and down and down. And
two price drops, maybe three. I think two big ones.
Yeah. And then when it closed, it sat on the market for about 3 months, and then it finally closed at 1,115. So $1,115,000.
115. You're right.
Yep. So that was pretty crazy. And that's about how far the market has fallen. I think it was overpriced to begin with, which you never want to do. But and that just kind of goes to show you, when you price it to sit, you can really ride the market down and lose a lot of money. The second example was the one kind of by Arden's house.
Yes, so a bunch on that cul-de-sac. There was a few for sale, right, in the last 3 to 4 months. And this one came in and undercut everyone, right?
Yeah, so there was one was 1,125, another one that has been on the market for a really long time, close to 1.3, and now they've cut. And then this third one came in, and it was priced to sell. So they just came in. They probably had about $100,000 worth of upgrades and a brand new roof, and they priced it just under $1 million, and it flew off the market in 3 days. So that is one that is priced to sell. Yep,
they did it perfectly. I mean, you do have to look at what else is on the market, and you're competing, especially now with the inventory being so high.
Yeah.
You have to pay attention to what's happening on your street and in your area, and price accordingly. If there's a house that's very similar to yours and it's not moving, it's not priced to sell. It's not priced to move.
That's right.
So,
and in September, I just want to let everyone know, it's not. I think that, the Seattle Times is coming out with all these articles and, scaring the crap out of everybody, with the market drop. And, a lot of it is seasonal. September, if you're going to choose to sell your house in September or August, those are some of the toughest months. And so if you have to sell during those months, you're going to have to swallow that pill and really price it extremely aggressively, no matter what year it is, no matter what, if the market is
always
up,
a slowdown.
Yeah, it's always a slowdown in
Everyone's
August
getting
and September.
settled into school, and it's not the the top of the market kind of like we see in June.
Yeah,
at the end of the school year.
Exactly. So I think it'll get better as we, that inventory is probably going to clear out over the next couple months.
Yep.
And then we'll
Krista and I have been talking a lot too about how, the houses that are moving, and there are houses moving, especially up here in the Highlands, the ones that go are really pretty and really upgraded. And Krista and I have been meeting a lot about how to talk to people about what's important to do to your home right now, especially in the Highlands. When we were talking last night about the 2005, 2006 homes that are just needing that refresh.
2005, 6, and 7. You know, if you own a D.R. Horton home and haven't done any upgrades, or you own a Bernstead home and haven't done any upgrades, or Bennett home.
Tile countertops and tile on your bathroom counters and that type of thing. It might be time for a little flip, a little refresh. Not a ton of money. You're not gutting a kitchen, but you're doing those things that, you know, Krista and I hear all the time at open houses, what people are wanting and looking for. And they don't want to buy a home that's still, you know, the prices are still decent up here. They want it done. They want to spend that money and have that house be beautiful when they purchase.
If there were one... Here, cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
I think we're all hyped up. We're all hyped up. We're talking.
Krista and I are back in the groove now that school started and our kids are back in school. We've been talking a lot about how we want to get. It's like back to school for us too with real estate. We're like back at it.
And just like a really funny side note, last night, Lynn and I, we tried to do a wine about the market. And it was like this epic fail of all time.
It was too long. We were not on. We were duds. We didn't even want to watch it ourselves. So this is our...
So if we're seeing me like really excited,
we will never post that one.
No, that one's going in the vault. Going in the vault.
It might be some outtakes when we get really popular. That will be our outtake show. But no,
exactly. Okay, so if there's one upgrade you can tell a seller to do, so they're ring, Lynn, I want to list my house with you, but we're thinking about doing it, and we might pull the trigger in March. And you know, what should we do between now and then? What's the one upgrade?
First of all, I always meet them at their house and I do a walkthrough. And I do the simple things like painting your home. Obviously, is one of the most effective, cheapest things to do to make your house look clean and fresh. It helps with any odors. It'll just smell fresh and clean. New carpet can do wonders to make a house look fresh and clean.
So I would say, paint probably number one. Least expensive, biggest bang for your buck.
For sure.
One interior upgrade that I hear time and time again from all buyers. They'll come back and they'll report back after going to open houses, and everyone's like, it was a really nice house and it was a really nice floor plan, but gosh, you know, the kitchen still has tile counters.
Tile counters are a big... people just see them and they're like, oh, we'd have to redo the counters, which some people, like, I love doing. I love redoing houses. So that to me is like, oh, it's a project. A lot, more than 50%, probably close to 80 or 90. They just want it done. Yeah,
they just want it done. And believe it or not, if you're a seller and you haven't done it, don't be intimidated. Give Lynn a call. Give me a call. Give one of our brokers a call. We've all done remodels. It's not expensive, and that is, in my opinion, besides paint, kitchen countertops would be the number one things. If I could tell you to do one thing with your kitchen, it would be kitchen countertops.
Go Gracie. Yes, get rid of the tile. Anything you do to kitchens and baths. You know, and I always tell people, if you're doing something to sell, make sure you're doing what buyers are looking for.
That's right.
It's not the time to do something trendy. It's not the time to do your favorite color in something.
Yep.
It's time to do something neutral, but really modern and really fresh, and that's where we can help.
That's right. So if you go on the market in spring of 2019 and you're priced to sell, right, and you've done the necessary upgrades like paint and you did the countertops, and another D.R. Horton home goes on the market and they're the same price but they haven't done it, you're the one that's going to sell, and they're the ones that are going to sit.
That's right. And you will sell for a little bit more money. You won't sit. You could price a little more aggressively because you do have the upgrades and it's move-in ready. That's what buyers want.
That's what buyers want.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. What are we drinking today, by the way?
Oh, yeah. Tonight we're drinking another Swiftwater because, well, I was at St. Katie this weekend for a girls' weekend. I have a place up there. I've helped some buyers buy up there this year. It's a Zephyr Ridge Cab. And it's
so
quite
tasty.
Yummy.
It's delicious.
We had a stormy day here today. Now it's cleared and it's absolutely beautiful.
If you want to tell us what to drink,
Yes.
Send us a message, a text message.
Would love to have some wine referrals.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be awesome, and maybe we could have you on to say a quick hello and where the wine comes from, and if any special story you have about it.
Absolutely.
We'd love
Or
to share.
if you're in the real estate industry, or you're thinking about buying a home, or if you're thinking about selling a home and you want to come and join us on this video, please give us a call or a text or leave a comment, message us. We're both on Facebook.
It'd be amazing to do a Q&A.
It would be so fun.
With someone who's thinking about selling or new buyers. I'm working with some first-time home buyers. They're always fun. And they have lots of questions.
Yeah, absolutely. So reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, you guys. Cheers. Have a great
Cheers.
night. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.